Art is life.
Art is expression.
Art is a passion.
Art is food.
Art is life.
Art is connecting.
Art is an expression of the spirit.
Art is universal.
Art is love.
Art is communication.
Art is fun.
Art is my life.
Being an artist is joy and pain. It's all I know, but it is a roller coaster way to make a living. Describing my work in one word, I don't even know. Unpredictable. Art makes people feel. Art should evoke an emotion of some kind inside their soul when they see it. It should make you feel something right here, whatever that is. It's something inside you that you can't shut off unless you want to feel like extremely strangled to death. Well, a good day for an artist is when someone comes in and takes something off the wall and takes it home, let's face it, because it's just validation to keep working. That makes a great collector appreciating what you do is a really great day for an artist. But also just producing something that's absolutely magical. And most of us don't know how it happens, it just happens.
Art is important because it's a way of showing the world and seeing the world. It's a way for people to learn about who they are and what the world is about. To me, it's magical to create something where nothing was before, or just a blank piece of paper or a blank canvas. There's no best way to make art, and it's always a learning, and it's always a challenge. What makes a good artist? Persistence. A world without art would be boring. Do it. Do it with some joy in your heart and with some love.
Creating art keeps me alive. I'm pretty much a pop artist. I create pop culture imagery from the past, from the present, and sometimes trying to predict the future. Is it good or is it not? I don't really think that's important. I think What makes something good is if you feel good from inside from creating it. What inspires me? I'm inspired by basically everything. I could be inspired in the morning when I get out of bed by seeing dew on the grass. I could be inspired by the graphic on my yogurt. So I'm inspired by life in general.
Being an artist is a window to your spirit, gives you a chance to be peaceful and joyful, and whatever your spirit contains, you can bring it out. So to be a creative person, I find that you bring it into all parts of your life. So if you're with your grandchildren, if you're walking down the street, if you don't know what to do on a particular day, you're creating. I walk out and I say, something's going to happen, let me see what's going to happen today. It's all about find yourself. Don't copy something. Try something unique. You're unique. I keep that as part of my life, and I think it brings me joy.
Art is as essential to human life as breathing. Creating art makes me feel whole. It helps me to express myself in a way that feels good and healthy. My art is soup. A blend, concoction created by a bunch of different ingredients that are all revolving around me all the time, and I put them all together and I make art soup. Everybody is an artist, every human being is capable of creating something, and that voice inside you that wants to express yourself is just waiting for an opportunity to jump out and say something. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so therefore there's probably someone out of the billions of people that are on this planet that will find what you create super beautiful. When someone likes my art and they're looking at it and they feel excited by it, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
I feel that art comes from someplace very deep inside, that before it actually becomes an image or something out there, it's sort of this constellation of energy that's deeply internal and is sort of bubbling to be expressed. I'm not only an artist, I'm also an art therapist, so over my career I've seen the power that doing art, making art, can have in terms of healing people and helping them move forward. So through art, I feel we get in touch with things, feelings, maybe archetypes deep inside of us, and we bring them out into the world. And I think in bringing them out, they sort of maintain some of the energy that we put into them and some of the meaning that comes with them. So a good day for me as an artist would be, I'll go into the studio and I'll work on something. And there will be problems, that come up, but I really will be in a flow state. And ultimately, when I look at it at the end of the day, whether it's finished or not, there's a deep feeling of satisfaction, like I have actually externalized this thing that was inside of me. And that's a really good day for me. Art makes people feel something. I feel art connects, both music too, art and music connects with the essential nature of who human beings are.
I want to create something that you don't see every day. My photography is a little quirky, and for a lot of people, they look at it and, they kind of chuckle sometimes, but, that's a reaction. And for me, it's a favorable reaction. What inspires me? I want to create something that hasn't been created. My ideas come from I'm not doing this for a hobby. It goes beyond a hobby, It's kind of like an obsession.
Art because I don't have a choice. People used to say, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to fall back on when this art thing doesn't work out? And I'd say, I didn't choose this, it chose me. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody, my friends and people I haven't met before, for coming to the opening. I have to conceive of something and make it manifest in the world, to bring it out. And then I find satisfaction. My work is heavily influenced by my understanding of art history and other artists, and also by Asian philosophy and philosophical ideas about art. When I'm working, I want my mind to open up, and I want the information to come through, and I don't want to be trying to control it. I want it to just let it happen. And a lot of the work that's here is about my struggle to communicate with my own muses. Constantly seeking a powerful image, a powerful source of reaching out to people and touching them in some way, moving them either to anger or to passion or to bliss. And that's what my work is about. Art is a way for people to remember that they're human.
I think people have a very specific idea of what it means to be an artist, but being an artist is translating what you see, translating what you feel into something physical. Or I suppose it doesn't even have to be physical. Art can exist in a single moment. Creating art makes me feel like myself. I feel validated when someone appreciates my art because I can make art for myself and I can feel that it's good or that it speaks to me, but it makes me feel like I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing or that the art is doing what I want it to do, which is speak to people in a certain way. Not everyone needs to go to school for art to be an artist, and I think everyone should be experimenting if you have the opportunity to. Take a ceramics class, or just buy some polymer clay and make clay and bake it in your oven, or use watercolors, or try writing a poem, or try learning an instrument, because art is so intersectional. Yeah, I think experimentation is really important as an artist. What makes a great artist is hard work. It takes a lot of determination, as I'm finding out, to continue to be producing work. It's very draining and exhausting, as well as all the wonderful things. So it takes a lot of sweat to be a great artist.
I make art because I was born this way. Art is a way of life. Art is a choice, a decision, a lifestyle, a way of being. Art is being human. I make art because I strongly believe that an artist contributes to the humanities, to the human life. My goal as an artist is to become maybe more human, maybe more compassionate, maybe more interesting, maybe more brave or courageous. Art is basically being a truth teller and seeing what is or what isn't. For me, art is just investigating deep to the deepest part of myself and discovering what am I, who am I, what can I contribute to the world, what can I do with my art to help the world be a better place to live in.
What makes it art is the ability to see beyond what it is that is obvious to the eye and take out the essence out of it and manifest that on the canvas or whatever it is that you're working on. I call myself somebody who paints with a needle. I use all kinds of materials, threads, fabrics, metal shavings, seaweed, guitar strings. What makes a good visual artist is the ability to look and to see what's there. For me, being an artist is something that is either inside you and finds a way to express itself, or something that you find in life that moves you in a direction of creation. Art is a way to create change. We don't often think about the role of an artist in society. The way I see it, an artist is somebody who responds to whatever is happening around them. And the way they respond is making a statement. And that's how an artist can affect what is happening around them. And that, I see, is a very important role of art. Shows my take on it, which I hope will create some thinking, some wondering, but mostly a sense of delight.
When I'm working on a piece, I go with the premise that there are no mistakes. There is a bit of wanting to please the viewer, but it really has to come from your heart. You just gotta work with whatever is given to you and take whatever comes. My art, in one word, is exploration. There's a lot of fear factor in carving and making things. Is, oh, I screwed it up. You can't screw it up. I love the physicality of art, so being art is physical to me as well. You have to have passion, and the other important ingredient is honesty. When you're a child, you're lying on your back on a summer day and you see the clouds crawl over you and you say, oh, that's a dinosaur, that's an elephant, that's my grandmother, that's a bucket. So everyone has it, and that's our natural being, that's our DNA, looking at things and creating from things, and from nature especially. Nature is our greatest teacher. We are all creative.
Art is what I have to do when I wake up in the morning. To describe my work would be intuitive. I paint images that are channeled, that are my own unique brush. I use sticks and brushes and layer. So I paint and remove and paint and remove, and it is something that is a bit of a vortex. When someone appreciates my art, I feel like we're from the same planet. My goal as an artist is to illustrate my experience, my journey. If somebody connects with that, that's great. I love it. You know, to be able to create something that is authentic, and then to have a complete cycle where somebody is moved and receives it and then purchases it so I can support myself, that's even better. Art is important because it will wake you up. It can bring together not only like-minded people, but people that are open to be called to their triumphant happiness. Georgia O'Keeffe said, many teachers have taught me how to paint the way they paint. Nobody could teach me to paint the way I paint. And once you embrace the fact, get rid of the critic, embrace the fact that you can create a unique expression if you're open to it, that is going to help you physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. It's going to affect your world. Imposter syndrome is real, and when you confront that, when you understand the fact that you were born an artist, you don't have a choice, you have to wake up every day and say, how can I honor the artist inside me today?
What makes a good artist? Is about revealing one's passion, one's purpose. If you can get a viewer's attention 3 to 5 seconds, be it positive or negative, as a working and practicing artist, you have created something worthwhile. If you're making art for a purpose, and you make art because you have to make it, and it is your passion, you're gonna paint about your fingerprints. And like life, that's not always gonna be happy, feely, and something that you're painting to make money. When I was younger, if I got angry, I made art about the anger. Purpose today for me is to bring about the healing of the cultural divide. And that art that I make is not usually to sell. It's to document history and my time on this planet. Creating art makes me feel complete. It enables me to conquer my fears, my anxiety, my resentment, my joy, and now my peace.
What brings me joy in being an artist is I have total freedom in what I do. Being an artist is totally fulfilling, totally engaging, and it's endlessly fascinating. The only responsibility that I have in making art is looking at something and deciding where it's going to go, how to keep myself and others as the viewer involved in the piece. If you relinquish yourself into the experience of it and not try to control every element of it, there are things that pop up that can drive you in a different direction you had no idea you were going in. So that's what makes it fascinating and interesting to me. Art needs, in my opinion, it needs to inform me along the way of what I'm doing. It's a constant conversation between myself and whatever I'm working on. I don't feel like I'm responsible half the time. You know, I look at it and I think, I did that? You know, it's bizarre. It's an outer body experience for me. It's weird, you know. It's like, how did I even get here? It's just kind of exciting in yourself because you don't really know what you have. The challenges of being an artist are getting representation to sell your work. It's good to have the money, but it's also good to move it on, you know. Well, I find that people who collect my art will come back to me 20 years later, and this is the highest compliment. Multiple people have come back to me 20 years later and say they're still finding something new in my work. My work is very intense and involved, and so when people get involved in my work, that's a huge compliment.
I go to Bucks County Classical Arts Center. I think I first started drawing like when I was about like 3 or 4. What I like the most about art class is probably like one during class when my teacher tells me to draw me stuff. I like drawing like pictures that she gives me. I learned like shading, like measuring, how to measure from the picture and like get it onto the paper.
What do you think it is? Is it concave, convex, or is it straight?
Straight?
Yes, I think that's about right.
When you're drawing, and when I look at it, like if I look at the paper and it looks like a good drawing, then I feel like excited. My goal in my art class is like every couple of weeks a model comes up and like people draw a portrait of the model. I want to be good enough so when I grow up, I can draw the models too, like with my mom.
This one?
Concave?
Yes, right. So yes, make sure you're very light with those, but you're doing very well. Yes, I literally have nothing to say. Good job.
I think it's important because like I can express my creativity and it's like really fun.
My name is Carol Sansalone, and I've been a member of the Artist Gallery for many years. So if you'll follow me, we can walk into the rest of the gallery. The Artist Gallery is an opportunity for creative people to be able to have a place to show their work. And Bill Jersey has been a member of our gallery for many years. Bill is 97 years old. He sort of lets us know that it doesn't matter how old you are or what it is you do, that your creativity can come through in a lot of different, very unique ways.
A good piece of art always provides an opportunity to enter. It has some sort of entrance. See, the entrance on that is the road. The entrance on that is the river. The entrance on that is the road. Being someone who wanted to take a piece of paper or a piece of film and apply some image on it has always been what I wanted to do. Art is the capacity to see things uniquely and to express it uniquely. That's what art is. It really is learning to pay attention. You say, what do you mean learn? Anybody can pay attention. Anybody can pay attention. Most people don't. Fun about art, to me, is it's a 3-step process. 1, it's observe. 2, it's encounter. Observing and encounter are 2 different things. To observe is just to sit back. To encounter is to engage. To say to yourself, why did I stop here? Why did I look here? But why did I look there? And why, having looked there, did I want to make a painting or a drawing or a photograph? In the first place, I don't want to be an artist. What I want to do is see the world, understand it, and express my understanding. I look at myself as someone who has the capacity and the interest and the commitment to see something today in a different way than I saw it yesterday. You say, well, you're looking at the same tree you saw yesterday. See, yeah, but the tree isn't the same. The light is different. The pattern is different. There's something different about it. So what is interesting to me is to discover difference, not to discover sameness. It's not because somebody will like it, it's not because it'll bring me favor, it's only because it is worth doing. And if one spends one's life not struggling, seeking to produce material that is worth seeing or hearing or observing, that's a good use of one's life.
Surrounded by so many fine artists, so many people who contribute to the humanity of living in the world. It's a great privilege.
I wake up to create art every day, and that's my life, and my last breath will be creating art.
My goal as an artist is to never stop.
I hope that my last day, that maybe I'll end with a last stroke going down the canvas.
My goal as an artist is to be making art until I drop dead.
My goal as an artist is to create an experience.
It's a way to fulfill myself.
Art is life-saving.
If it's your passion, it's not work. If it's your passion, it's not work. That's what I taught my students.
And I truly believe that every single person has a gift inside. And they just have to tap into it.
I encourage anyone I meet to use their creative muscle to make art in some way.
Some people's best art is the way they live their life, the way they relate to their neighbors or friends or community. That's their art.
We all have to demolish the critic inside us, and art is a wonderful way to do it.
Dream big, and once you get your dream, dream bigger.
That's it. That's all you get for your nickel. Yep. Turn that thing off and go home.